What's up, Rider fam? Welcome back to a brand new whip review. Today I am back at Audi Wesley and I have the pleasure to bring you the 2022 Audi SQ5. And in this review, I'm going to tell you the top 5 things that you need to know about this car right here. So if you're new to this channel, even if you're not new watching this video right now, hit that subscribe button right now and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll post in the future, and also enjoy the other reviews that I already have on the channel. And also, I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button right now. So without further ado, let's get in the review. Let's ride. So this is the 2022 Audi SQ5. So we're gonna take a quick walk around it as usual. So starting with this color right here. So you have the glacier white metallic, very shiny under the sun, very gorgeous on this car. So to the front, so the front hasn't really changed from the previous model, meaning the 2021 model. So the 2022 is pretty much the same face. So you have fully LED headlights right here. So you have dynamic turn signal and you have the LED daytime running light. This light is very distinct to the Q5 and the SQ5. So going lower right here, so you have those cuts right here, very sporty, but they're not functional. They do not let the air go through to cool off like the brakes, to cool off the radiator. There's just a piece of design, but still very sporty. So you have a radar right here, one on each side of the car for safety features, and parking sensors a bit lower. So you have a massive split right here, pretty much to cool off the radiator, and this grille, the Audi signature, of course, serve the same purpose as cooling the radiator. And you can see all those honeycomb right here. This pattern is pretty much in line. I like the design of this one. It's very distinct to the Q5 and the SQ5 as well. And you have this gloss black finish around it. The badge is glossed out, so it's all black. The SQ5 badge is glossed out in all black as well. So the reason for this is because you have the black optic package on this car. So a lot of things that would be chrome or silver, they are all blacked out, and you're gonna see it as we keep walking around. So now let's keep going to the side. So to the side, you have 20-inch wheels on this car. They are massive. So usually you would get 19 inches, but 20 is just perfect size for this car. Very cool. And you can see the rims right here. Audi rims are always nice. I always say this. Look at this contrast right here with the black. This is really cool. And it says Audi Sport to let you know which factory it came out of. And you have the red brake calipers that pretty much indicates that you're riding a sport car, and the car pretty much need those brakes to help stop them because the car has a lot of power. So going over here, so the mirror cap is all blacked out as well as a result of the black optic, and you can see it around the windows, and the rack on top is all black as well. So everything that would be silver or chrome are all blacked out. And lower right here, you have this nice sill, very, very sporty. I wish you could see with precision the details that goes into this sill right here. Very nice, and it also serves as a skirt at the bottom of the door as well. Very cool. And you have the same body line that you're used to on a Q5 and SQ5. So they start high right here, they dent a little bit in the middle, and they come back up when you go back to the rear fender. So a very, very cool piece of design. And of course you have the rack. You can place extra storage on top to carry like bikes, skis, or anything that you would like to carry on top of the car. So the car is very, very cool. And you can tell like it's not too tall. So this car is about 62 or to 65.5 inches tall. And you can actually raise the car due to the fact that you have adaptive sport suspension on this car. That will give you extra ground clearance, pretty much 8.2 inches of extra ground clearance when you put this car on off-road mode. So yep, you heard it. So you can pretty much take this car off-road. So this is really cool feature on this car. And the car is not too long. It's about 184.3 inches long, and also it is 74.5 inches wide. So very good dimension, and that can already tell you about the practicality inside the car as well. So very decent car. So let's keep going to the back. So at the back right here, the roof ends with a nice roof spoiler. So pretty much this is gonna help with aerodynamics for sure. So this is part of the sportiness of the car. So going lower, you have the Audi logo right here. It's all blacked out. You have this bar right here. It's all blacked out. This would be chrome on a regular model, on a standard model, but because of the black optic, this bar, SQ5 badge, and you have this black bar going over the diffuser. Everything is blacked out on the car, and I think this is very gorgeous, and black optic is usually like a nice way to go. It's a nice added value to the car. That's really cool. So you have fully LED tail lights on this car. They look very good, especially at night. And if you get like a European version of it, you can pretty much get those fancy lights where they will do like crazy animation at night when you unlock the car, when you lock the car. Pretty much, it's amazing. Audi is the king of LED lighting, that's for sure. So you have two reflectors, one on each side of the bumper, and the reverse light is inside of it. So going lower, you have this sporty diffuser right here, and you have quad exhaust or two dual exhaust. But the only thing is that these are not functional exhaust. So this is the hand of truth testing them right now. It's not going anywhere. The actual exhaust is behind and facing the ground. So pretty much that's what you have here right now. So now, where is the key? Do you have the key on me? There we go. So little piece of convenience that you have on this car is that you can just approach the car, small kick to the bumper, and it's gonna pop the trunk open for you. So that's a cool feature. You can stop it at any time using this button right here, and you can press the same button to bring it back down. Now let's keep going to the side. So just like I just mentioned it, so you have keyless entry on the tailgate, but you have it on all four doors as well. So all you gotta do is have the key in your pocket or in your backpack, wherever you have it tucked away. Place your hand behind the handle, and you unlock the car just like this, very easily. So it's very responsive, very fast. So just place your hand behind the handle, and it's gonna unlock it. And you can set it to where you can just use this handle, and you can unlock all four doors, or you can unlock every door individually, pretty much. So now let's check out the inside. All right. Jumping inside the SQ5, man, I can tell you it's pure luxury inside this car. The seats feel so nice. The Napa leather seats, the material is just too nice. It's amazing, it's just amazing. The seats are super comfortable, and you can see like all the stitching on it. You have the S badge on it, so very luxurious. And you have red interior in this car. What else could you ask in a car like this? Wow. And you have extension for your legs right here. You can move it as you need it and put it away if you don't. So you have leather shift knob right here. You have the S logo right here. You have carbon fiber in the center right there. Leather armrest. You have some storage underneath this. It's pretty cool right here. So you have carbon fiber on the door as well, and you have some Alcantara here. It's a nice piece of like very soft material that you get in those luxury cars. Alcantara is very nice. A lot of people say when they need relaxation inside those cars, just feel this, just touch it, rub it a little bit, and it relaxes them. So we'll just have to take their words for it, but it does feel really good. That's one thing I can say. So you have carbon fiber on the dashboard, Quattro badge over there. You have this nice piece of chrome surrounding the dashboard. Pretty cool. MMI system right here with this screen. You have the climate control over there, a little storage right there, storage start button right here, 12-volt socket right there, and you have this steering wheel, very comfortable, very well made. You can see all this red stitching on it, part of the sport package you get in this car. It says S at the bottom, and you can see the driver's virtual cockpit on this side as well. Pretty cool. So it's a lot of nice things that you get on this car right here. And you get like big door bends. You can place a big bottle in here, speakers everywhere. You have a panoramic sunroof. You get everything that you need inside this car. The interior is very gorgeous, and this glove box is very big, so I like it. So ton of storage, ton of practicality up front. And right now, let's see. So pretty much I'm gonna put the seat all the way back. So I have the driver's seat all the way back right now, so I can reach the brake pedal, so it's pretty much like pushed forward a little bit. The gas pedal, I have to overextend my leg to reach the floor. So pretty much if you're over 6 feet, as I am 6 feet, you can drive this car pretty easily. But if you're not, just adjust your seat however you want, and you're gonna have a nice time driving this car, that's for sure. So one cool thing about this steering wheel is that you have heated steering wheel. Not sure if it's a good function to have in Florida. Maybe cooled one would be nice, but heated can be used for the 2 days of winter that we get in Florida here. So now let's check how it is at the back. So now let's jump at the back of the SQ5. So right now, just jump at the back. So the driver's seat is still placed in an awkward position, still pushed all the way back. So my knee is touching the seat in front of me. So it's not ideal that you're gonna have a driver with their seat pushed all the way back like this, but hopefully that's not gonna happen. So you have ton of headroom on this car, and you can have ton of knee room as well, just that you need the seat to be pushed a bit forward. So now let's make it more realistic. Let me jump on this side and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So now let's pretend we have a normal driver in front of me, or a normal passenger in front of me. So I have ton of knee room right now, and combined with this headroom, I'm just sitting here comfortably at the back of this car. In the middle, there's no concern at all. So you pretty much can sit here normally, like you can place a full-grown adult in the middle right here. So there's no issue. Headroom is still very, very good. So that can tell you that it is you're gonna have a nice time traveling at the back of this car. And the thing is that the same seats that you get up front, you get the same seats at the back. So the passengers at the back are treated the same way as the one up front. So you get the same Napa leather seats with all the diamond stitching. Very comfortable, so you're definitely gonna enjoy your ride at the back of this car for sure. And the last thing that you have is that you're able to move your seat forward and back. So that most likely can create more knee room. But so when you do this, you can pretty much recline your seat. So there's a lever on the side where you can just move it forward and back. There we go. So now let me just move this one back. So, and when you move the seat too, that creates more space, more storage in the boot. So now we have two chargers right here and one 12-volt socket if you want to go old school. And we have climate control at the back and two vents right here, because we have 3-zone climate control in this car. 2 up front and 1 at the back. So this is pretty much what you have. And when the sunroof is open or the shade is open, you're gonna have a nice view of the sky because you have a full panoramic sunroof in this car. Now let's check out the back. All right, now let's check out the boot of this car. All right, so as you can see, you have tons of space, and they send the car with the racks already. So if you need to put a cargo on top, you just have the attachment for the rack, just place it on top and put whatever storage you have. But because you have this tailgate that opens up all the way up like this, that gives you tons of accessibility to the back where you can place anything all the way in. So you have tons of sport, and that gives you more storage for sure at the back. You can pretty much, let me see, I can fit my entire body at the back of this car, that's for sure. So, and you have this piece of metal right here that will pretty much stop you from scraping the border, the bumper when you're pulling out things out of it, like for example luggages. So this is very, very convenient. And you have those 2 levers on the side right here that will help you fold the back seat. So that's pretty cool, very convenient right here. And the last piece of thing that you have here, very cool feature, is that you have those 2 buttons on the side right there. So you press the bottom one, it's pretty much gonna lower the car. So if you need more access to the back to place like heavy items that you cannot lift too far, like too high from the ground, so you can just lower the car and you can place them at the back. Or you can just press the same button when you're done and it's gonna raise the car back. So this is the benefit of having like those air suspensions. Very, very cool. And when you're done, just press this button right here. It's gonna close the back for you. So now let's jump in front to talk about the MMI system. All right, now let's talk about the MMI system. So typically in an Audi, you will get 3 things. So you get the Audi phone box, you get the MMI system here, and you have the virtual cockpit. But for some reason in this one, you have all storage here. So typically this right here would be the wireless pad to place your phone to charge it wirelessly. and also when you put your phone on it, it will serve as a signal booster. But for some reason, they did not include it in this car right here. I don't know why, but they did not include it. So if you want to see what that pad looks like, feel free to click up this little pop-up in the video right now so you can check out that video of the previous SQ5 so you can see what it looks like. But you have tons of storage in here, extra storage, and you have USB-C connectivity in here for faster charging, better connection with the interface right here. So the volume knob is placed over here, very convenient, so you can just reach it while you're driving. And you have 12-volt socket right here. You have another USB connectivity right here. This is not USB-C, this is the regular USB. So you have some buttons right here for drive select, auto start stop, ESC control, parking, and on top of it you have the climate control. So this right here, this is the old school version of a climate control. In some Audi models you get two screens, one for the MMI, one for the climate control, but here you still have the buttons. And I keep saying this, the buttons are here to stay because Audi is bringing them back in most of the newer cars, like the Q4 e-tron, the e-tron GT. It keeps the buttons in the new A3, S3, and RS3. So the buttons are definitely here to stay, and they are very convenient according to a lot of drivers, and I could agree too. So anything that you need to do, you can do it on the fly right here. You just know where the button is, just click it, that's it. So right on top of it, you have this 10.1-inch screen, which is for the MMI system. It's a touch screen, very responsive. The icons are very big, so you're not gonna touch something that you didn't want to touch by mistake. So right now, let me go to vehicle, and when you click the Audi drive select, you can see a nice render of the car coming, and you can see the different drive modes. And this is where you can also raise and lower the car, the height of the car, or play with the suspension height. So this is really cool, and you have navigation as well. So very user-friendly system right here, no doubt. So on the driver's side, you have this 12.3-inch screen, which is the Audi Virtual Cockpit Plus, but you have the sport version of this car since this is an SQ5. So you're gonna have different looks. So you have one that looks like, you have the performance view, which pretty much looks like a reverse Nike swoosh pretty much. It's really cool, it shows you the RPMs. And this screen pretty much shows you all the information that you need to know about the car. So you have information about the car, you have your media right there, and you also have access to your phone. You can make phone calls from here, and you have navigation. So as I mentioned before, you have two views, so you have a bigger view and a smaller view. So pretty cool, very cool. It's super clear and it's HD, so you don't need to squint to see anything right here. And you operate everything from to the screen right here using this multifunction steering wheel with this buttons right there. So a very cool system. So at last, you have the Bang & Olufsen sound system in this car with 3D sound effect, and you have 19 speakers that's gonna give you premium sound inside the car. So no worries about that. This is pure luxury right here for you. So now let's check out the engine. Let's go. All right, now let's see how it looks underneath the hood. So the SQ5 is powered by a 3-liter turbocharged V6 engine that can produce around 349 horsepower with 369 pound-feet of torque. So Audi judged that this car can go from 0 to 60 in about 4.7 seconds. But note that this car has been tested under extreme conditions. In ideal conditions, you might be able to get away with less than that, as a lot of drivers have proven it before. But the Germans pretty much, they like to underestimate the performance of the car and pretty much surprise you as you test it yourself. So it's a pretty cool thing. So this is controlled by an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and you have 6 different modes. So you have auto, dynamic, comfort, individual, and you have all-road and off-road. So the fuel efficiency in this car is about 18 miles per gallon in the city, and it's about 21 to 24 miles per gallon on the highway. Now let's see what the SQ5 is like to drive. So right now I'm kicking off in comfort mode. So the car is very agile, everything is like effortless right now. The steering wheel, you pretty much have to test drive this car to feel how smooth, how like easy the steering wheel is right now. It's like so easy. And the name of the mode says it. It's comfort mode. It's called like this for a reason, so it's gonna give you great comfort. Right now I'm going around this roundabout. The turning radius of the car is very, very good, so no effort whatsoever. And you have the quattro all-wheel drive system in this car that will pretty much back you up in the corners. So it sends power to the wheel that needed the most. You already know this is what Audi is pretty much famous for. The quattro all-wheel drive system, you're gonna have it. It's gonna back you up for sure and give you ultimate performance in all conditions, especially in the wet That is a big fact about the Audis. They're great in the wet. And I'm in comfort right now, like it's taking off the bumps very easily. And when you press the throttle, you can still hear the engine tone. Listen. Yep, you can hear the engine tones, very nice note coming inside the car. So it's pretty cool. Very fun car to drive. It's even on comfort mode, which is pretty much the softest setting in the car. So now I'm gonna stop in a bit to put it on dynamic mode, just see the difference. But right now I'm kicking in. Yep, on comfort mode just takes a couple seconds like to kick down. You know, the engine is so relaxed. But I'm gonna put it in dynamic mode and it's gonna be a whole different story. So I'm gonna stop right here. Engine tone is amazing. All right, so I'm gonna stop right here and put the car in dynamic and sport mode. So drive select, so I go comfort, dynamic, and when you put the car in dynamic, it pretty much lowers the car to lower that center of gravity and give you maximum performance. And of course, you know, you have the sports brakes on the car that's gonna back you up for sure. Not gonna let this car go all over, kill you or whatever. So now let's try it in dynamic mode and see. Dynamic and sport. All right, ready, let's get it. Woo! The gear change in this car is just amazing. It's just amazing. It's thrilling to drive those S performance cars. You can hear like the gear changes, the sport exhaust is like farting at the back. You can hear the crackling, all the crackling and dabbling going around. So this is really good. The turning radius of this car is just magnificent. I just love it. And on S mode, sport and dynamic mode, the car is just ready to go. The throttle response is amazing and you can enjoy the power of this car. And of course, make sure to be careful with the speed limit for sure, because we're in a country with a lot of traffic regulations, so be careful with that. But when you get like a quick space, little space to do a quick sprint, it's definitely worth it. Like right now, oh my gosh, amazing. And cool thing about the dynamic mode is that first, it lowers the suspension, that's for sure, but it stiffens up everything. So the steering wheel is more precise right now. It was very loose when I was in comfort mode, but right now it's all like stiffens up. The suspension is stiff, the steering wheel is stiff, very precise right now. So, and as part of like safety features in this car, you get adaptive cruise control with traffic jam assist. You get all those parking sensors in the car. You get like top view camera. You get front, back, side camera. You get all those kind of views. So pretty much safety features, this car is loaded. And of course you have all your airbags as normal. So this is a really cool car and a very safe car as well. So the price tag that comes with this car is pretty much $70,000, and this car is available at Audi West Chapel, of course. And we're in the moment right now where cars are pretty much rare, so you gotta be quick and get your hand on one of those. So right now, Audi West Chapel, feel free to go over there and check them out. And you can ask for Nasser, or anybody over there can pretty much help you. But Nasser is my guy over there, so you can pretty much reach out to Nasser, Isa. It's a whole family over there, and anybody can help you pretty much. So check them out. All right, fam. Thank you so much for watching this review about the 2022 Audi SQ5. So if you enjoyed this review, feel free to give it a big thumbs up right now. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now, so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll post in the future, and also enjoy the other reviews that I have on the channel. And also, I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button right now. So now, until we meet again, let's keep riding.